Awful game by Kirk Cousins. You're watching the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Hello and welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Here to recap the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Washington Redskins Monday Night Football game. And then after this, I will discuss the LA Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers Monday Night Football game. So as I said in the intro, man, what a horrible game by Kirk Cousins today. I picked the Redskins to win this game, not because I disrespect the Pittsburgh Steelers at all. Remember, I'm the guy that has the Steelers going to the Super Bowl, beating the Patriots in the AFC Championship in January, and going and representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. I'm high on the Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of people want to talk trash about their defense. I'm coming on here saying, guys, they were ranked 12th in defense last year. Their defense is not as bad as you think it is, and it's even gotten a little bit better. But with all of that said, I thought the Redskins could look better than this. But man, Kirk Cousins, man, where were you today? And the NFC East is such a funny division because even though you may not have a favorite team in the NFC East, you are privy to the trash talk that happens and takes place in the NFC East. The Cowboy fans, Eagles fans, they're so loud you have to hear some of it every now and then, right? So, main thing with Cowboys and Eagles and Giants fans, they're not sold on Kirk Cousins. And a lot of people around the NFL aren't. And I don't think the Redskins are either because they haven't extended him yet. But regardless, I wanted to have faith in Kirk Cousins. I wanted to believe that last year wasn't fool's gold. And maybe it's not, okay, because this is just one game. But, man, this is not a way to come out and prove that. Man, he was awful. Inaccurate. A quarterback that needs to be accurate. Inaccurate in the short to intermediate range. Made poor decisions today, poor interceptions, 2 interceptions today. Both were poor on his part. Jay Gruden was ripping him apart on the sideline. Man, you got to be better than this. And the Redskins now 0-1. They have to go to Washington next week. They get to host the Dallas Cowboys in an NFC East matchup. And let me tell you, man, that's a big matchup. Because if you hope to retain the NFC East crown, you got to show up better than you did today. Run game today was awful, as we all expected. Redskins don't have a run game, and they won't for the entire season. Matt Jones, 7 carries for 24 yards. A lot of you Redskins fans try to tell me to have faith in him. No. Okay, I'm not going to, and no one should either. Chris Thompson actually looked better. Maybe he should get some more carries. Robert Kelly didn't get any carries today. Maybe he should as well. Matt Jones did nothing to inspire any confidence out of me. Wide receivers look good. Deshaun Jackson looked pretty good, looked healthy, over 100 yards receiving today. Unfortunately, Josh Doctson only had 1 catch, didn't get on the field much, but get him acquainted and integrated in this offense, and he'll do good in the long run. Jordan Reed looked pretty good. A little bit of, some issues for me in terms of he's not a very natural catcher of the football yet. When he gets the ball, he's very dangerous after, catching the ball, yards after the catch, but become a little bit more of a natural hands catcher and route runner to me. But if he does, he'll be fine overall. Redskins defense, the run defense, yet again, awful. And the pass rush wasn't much better. I think they missed Jason Hatcher. I think they really needed to get an interior rusher on their defensive line. They didn't do that. They needed one today. Poor job by the Redskins defense today. Really poor. And then the guy that really lost this game to me, Bashaud Breeland, with absolute horrible coverage on Antonio Brown today. It was god-awful. And Josh Norman, for whatever reason, was not shadowing Antonio Brown. He doesn't know why. Antonio Brown doesn't know why. The only person that knows why is Jay Gruden and the Redskins defensive coordinator. They have some questions to answer after this game because this was bad. Why Josh Norman was not on Antonio Brown, no one knows. No one on the planet knows. I'm sure God was watching this game, begging and pleading, put Josh Norman on Antonio Brown. Where was this matchup? We didn't see it today. But when we did, Josh Norman almost got an interception. So we're mystified today. Steelers are good. And they solidified and vilified and validated my Super Bowl, aspirations for them. They look fantastic today. D'Angelo Williams over 140 yards rushing. Antonio Brown, fantastic job. I mean, they were just so good. Ben Roethlisberger looked elite, looked fantastic. Defense looked good. You know, the Bud Dupree out with an injury for the entire season. Arthur Motes came in and did okay. Ryan Shazier, a terrific interception by him. Mike Mitchell, Ross Cockrell, they did enough to win the game. So I think you have to be encouraged. I mean, yes, they let up some yards to Deshaun Jackson and whatnot, but they won the game. And then they only let up 16 points today. So Steelers look great. Steelers look absolutely great. Big game next week hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. Huge game. I mean, that is a big game in the AFC North showdown. Bengals still look good. Steelers look better, so they should win that game. But again, it's a big game. We will see. But Redskins, y'all got to win next week, man. I mean, this is bad. I had faith in y'all to win this game. Despite my love for the Steelers, y'all proved me wrong. I'm going to pick y'all again next week. But, man, if y'all prove me wrong again, I'm jumping off because I'm on the record. I've been saying the Redskins are the most talented team in the NFC East. And I think you saw that talent today. But then guys like Bashaud Breeland, they didn't show up today, man. This guy's hands were just horrible today. Couldn't hold on to the football. Couldn't make big plays. Man, this is a guy we're talking about getting a contract extension. Enough of that talk because he needs to play better than this. Awful play by Bashaud Breeland today. And honestly, he was a huge reason why the Redskins lost this football game. And their defensive mentality of not putting Josh Norman on Antonio Brown. Absolutely horrible miscalculation on the part of the Washington Redskins. So there you go. What were your thoughts on this game? Comment down below. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out.